Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip and Chew Guy, and this is skipping the number 13 slot, the 14 review of Series 4. Series 4 being Long Cut Mint. And as you just saw, it will be of another CN Smokeless Tobacco Company product, and that is Derringer. So let's take a look at the packaging. So you got their not so great plastic lid and also not so great can, and that is a sticker on the lid that you're looking at. Okay, it's sort of a navy royal blue background color. The rim of the sticker is a reflective silver. Everything else is pretty straightforward. Do note, though, that they are calling this, instead of mint, peppermint, and instead of moist snuff, it is premium moist tobacco. Moving around to the side band. Whoa, barcode right off the bat. Branding. Warning label. And the cut. And manufacturer's information. Okay, so this is from CN Smokeless Tobacco Company of Grover, North Carolina. All right, it is 100% foreign tobacco, proudly made in the USA. I guess that should be something. I just realized I got my keyboard still in front of me here, so excuse me while I get that out of the way. Anyway, I'm gonna cut through the band here. Oh, it's actually making a papery cut sound today. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm hoping that this goes somewhat okay. Not just for my own self, but it bothers me sometimes the way I get about some of these third-tier products. Yesterday's Decade, which is by the same company, was passable, so I'm hopeful. Okay, it is very moist. There is moisture actually showing on the inside of the lid. It's very, very peppermint, like popping peppermint. The moisture level's high. This looks... There are numerous exceptions, but this looks a little bit more consistent cut-wise. There are some exceptions, and I can see quite a few of them, but it doesn't look as bad as yesterday's Decade. It's almost that dark. It's a darker brownish black. The Decade was leaning to the brown side. This stuff's a little bit more dark. The peppermint smell off the can is almost such that it almost affects your eyes a little bit. Like, you're not going to start tearing or anything, but you feel it. It's not a bad smell. As I said yesterday with the Decade review, whatever mint they're using has covered any other things going on in the background or the undertone. So I'm going to take a pinch of this. I'm sure it's going to pinch like crap. This stuff is really moist, but oh crap. I just lost some. I'm wiping the desk down again. It's sort of what I expected. They've trying to get someone to wipe my hands off here. They've done a better job with the mints. I will be back in a moment. Okay, and I am back. Okay, they have done, again, like the Decade yesterday, they have done a better job with their mint. Okay, it's not unpleasant. The problem is, as I said with the Decade review, I've gotten to a point with this company through these series now that I'm a little bit just shaded out by the company in general. And as such, I probably will not keep this in my mouth after the video. But if this was my first experience with C&N Smokeless Tobacco Company, it'd be all right. It really would. Their wintergreen stuff was a little bit better than the Swisher products. This is definitely better than the Kayak. What they really did bad on was the straights. The straights were freaking scary. But no, the problem with this, and this is why I'm sort of shady, is because I am all but sure that whatever that background alcohol thing going on is still present here. It's just they did such a good job with the mint, I can't detect it. But the packaging is cheap, okay? Smell off the can, though, is good. The cut is inconsistent, although better than the Decade slightly. Pinchability, bad. This can is very moist, and it's sort of held it together. I had to wipe off my desk, though, still. It went around the side, leaving a trail. Losing, floaters are going out left and right here. The cut is bad, okay? It looks inconsistent to the eye, but not as bad as the Decade. And once you try to pinch it, you realize, like, oh, man, here we go again. But the smell covers anything else shady completely. And the taste is not bad. There is a definite mint tingle going on. Could be nicotine absorption. I'm probably not going to leave it in long enough to fully test that. I'm sure it has some nicotine. I'm sure it's not the strongest, though. All right. Listen, I mean, this and the Decade was the same. Is far superior to the Kayak in taste and smell. Okay. And thus far, I haven't had any actual mishaps with the packaging of this stuff, too. If you can deal with mint, and you're a Kayak wintergreen guy or a mint guy, I definitely, if you can find this or the Decade. Now, usually the Decade is sold where this is not, and this is sold where you cannot find Decade. Usually there's one or two. There's none of this stuff around here. I have to order it in. But if you can find this, the Decade's probably priced at Kayak's pricing or maybe a little bit lower. The C&N smokeless mints are turning out to be not half bad. Okay? So, bad cut, crap packaging. But the flavor and taste are all right, and I think there's nicotine there. Not a Kodiak wintergreen amount by any means, but it's there, it's present. It's not an unpleasant experience. It's just one at this point that I still question, if you get what I'm saying. But really, they sort of have gotten a reprieve with these mints because I was getting ready to lay into them. But no, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, I can't see a situation where I would have to buy this myself, but if I did, I'd go with the mint version. So this has been the review of Derringer Long Cut Peppermint. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew guy. I do thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, if you would, that'd be great. Likes and comments are always appreciated too. Kiwi Steve got a notification that you asked a question, but then the question wasn't there. So I don't know if you retracted it or deleted it or whatnot. But I couldn't answer it in my notification. So to answer your question, I have pretty bad hand eczema, and yesterday, when the video that you asked the question on, I had been out doing a hedge line with some heavy clippers for about 3 hours, and had been wearing some protective gloves, like work gloves, like heavy duty though, like duck canvas, and that is why my hands are as bad as they are right now. Anyway, guys, check out Berg's Dip Reviews, Winnington Outdoors. Maryland Dipper is sort of MIA, but I'm hoping he makes a return. And Dirty Pat Walsh has a playlist that's just his tobacco stuff. So check those guys out. And as always, I do thank you. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.